Hello my friends who are listening to Ebird Online, and it's time to discuss the hot date between Sojaboy and his 18-year-old cousin. Last week we saw him get all dressed up in his glad rags in anticipation of the meeting. Now as we all know, Kim, his fiance, is waiting back at the hotel room, no doubt sticking pins into a little doll. And guys, I can't help thinking that Zara is somewhere watching this thinking, bloody hell, I dodged a bullet. Kim stays in the hotel room and she's absolutely fuming with Sojaboy, but judging by the look on his face, it's giving him about 5% on his give a fuckometer. He doesn't care. He knows she's going nowhere. But before we get into what happens in this week's episode, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's subscribed to me so far. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do value all of your support. And also thanks for all your great comments. As I said, a short is coming up this week, and I'm going to discuss the funniest and most interesting comments, so please keep them coming. But if you've yet to do so, please consider subscribing to the channel. All you need to do is press that big red button, mark subscribe, and make Ebird a very happy Ebird. And also, don't forget to smash that like button. Thanks guys, and so without further ado, I give you Kim and Sojaboy. So when we first see Sojaboy, he's walking with his mum, and they're just about to enter his would-be first wife's house. And they go in and sit down, and it would seem they've got chaperones, his mum and her mum. The truth be told, the two ladies could have gone shopping, and they could have just put Kim there instead. She would have seen to it that nothing untoward happened at all. Poor Kim. And so Sojaboy's cousin, Faradeep, looks absolutely stunning. She's decided today to forgo her Sojaboy t-shirt, like the senatorially challenged Kim, and instead she's wearing traditional Nigerian dress. And the truth be told, guys, these two look like they, colour coordinated before they even set up this meeting, for they're both wearing blue. So the two mums talk between themselves for a couple of minutes, and they say, God willing, this match will work, and we'll see grandchildren before we die. Oh dear, it's all taken a bit of a macabre turn. Guys, I think it's well within my capabilities to lighten the mood with a little suggestion. Perhaps whilst waiting for these grandchildren, you can make do with the lovely Jamal. Surely a step-grandchild is better than no grandchild at all. So finally, the two mums depart to give the couple some space. And guys, just look at this. Are we all agreed that Sojaboy is one of the most childish men ever to exist on 90 Day Fiance? Just what is he doing? Oh guys, I think this is supposed to be his I'm shy look. The problem is, Sojaboy, you crap actor, is that you sing and dance and rap, well, of sorts, for a living. You are not shy. Please, just for once, dispense with the bullshit. So Faradeep's mum, Jimmy, has quite a little list of what she wants from Faradeep's husband-to-be. And then she lets us know she'd like somebody mature and responsible. Well, I think that's almost certainly a no for maturity. What else is it you want, Jimmy? Well, her second prerequisite is that she doesn't want a drug addict. And I think, well, when the fame wears off, only time will tell. Next, Jimmy tells us that she wants a man who doesn't do filthy things. No comment. And finally, she says, she'd like a man who commits legitimate business. Well, I guess if grifting septuagenarians from America who have seen better days is a legitimate income, then yeah. But on a personal level, I'd struggle to call it legitimate. So anyway, back inside, Sojaboy gave the well-worn line of, I can't believe you don't have a boyfriend. I can't believe no one snapped you up. And she said, nobody's serious. Oh dear, nothing's going to change with this one, my love. And then he lets her know that he wanted to leave, but her beauty has got him excited. And then he asked the even more hackneyed, do you know who I am? She claimed that she did, although I'm not so sure. If I were her, I would have said, yes, Usman, you're my cousin. Of course I bloody know who you are. And she said that she follows his songs on social media. Maybe she does. And then he asked, how many children would you like? And she said she wants no more than 4. And Sojaboy smiled. And he said, yes, that's in line with what I want. 1, Sojaboy, you said you wanted 10 kids just a couple of weeks ago. And 2, no more than 4 could actually, in essence, mean none. Because none is no more than 4. So it could be that she doesn't want kids at all. Or maybe she just wants the 1. And that was pretty much it. She then tells production she's truly excited at the thought of being Usman's wife, and he's the kind of man she'd like to marry and have kids with. And back inside, Sojaboy says, well, we need to get to know each other first. But then he dropped a bomb. He told her about Kim, and then said that Kim wanted to be the first wife, and would she be okay being the second? Her? Second to Kim? Are you out of your tiny brain? And that's exactly what she thought, because she said, surely, no way, no how. Sojaboy did kick up a bit of a fuss, and he said, well, it makes more sense if I marry Kim first, because I've known her longer than you. And she said, well, maybe, but your mum doesn't want you to marry her first. She wants you to marry me first. So, again, no. And so he took her phone number, and he made good his leave. But guys, the most interesting thing I think about this visit was the fact that Sojaboy kept on insisting they get to know each other better, to see if they could work something out, to see if they would actually get on. And it's in direct contradiction to what Kimberly thinks. She's under the belief that this second wife is going to be some sort of baby-making machine, and there's going to be no feelings and nothing there. And as we all know, she's definitely barking up the wrong tree there. So after the meeting outside, his mum said, well, how did it go? And he said, well, we'd need to get to know each other first, but I need to let you know that I love Kim. And his mother pulled a stank face again. And she simply said, okay. And so back at the hotel, Kim's in the room, and she's absolutely raging. She said, it's just hit me. Whilst I'm here, that little fucker has gone to see another woman. How has it just hit you, Kim? He told you he was going yesterday, and it's been gone a good couple of hours. How has it just hit you? Are you, as I suspect, a little bit slow? And so when he got back into the hotel room, Kim asked him, how did it go? She said, walk me through it. And here's what he said.
Me and the lady, we speak, we spoke a lot, so she's not ugly, she's not she's fine, she's okay, but that's not love,
So guys, already, Sojaboy's lying about things. She's okay, she's not ugly. You've said on several occasions to her and to your mum, she's beautiful. And I can see that honesty isn't going to be a key tenet of this marriage if it ever happens. But guys, sometimes, in fact, not sometimes, most of the time, I can't work out between these two who's the bigger manipulator. Listen to what Kim had to say.
I don't know. It was like, it just hit me like, fuck. And it's something I signed on for, which is fine, but I'm not ready for this yet either. I just proposed to you last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is so soon, you know? Like, I don't even feel like we've had time to even enjoy the fact that I proposed to you.
What? So she's extremely upset with Sojaboy because he went to see this girl just the day after she proposed. Kim, you only proposed because he was going to see this girl. He had a couple of janky rings. How do I know? Because there were two of them. And you thought that you would brand him for his meeting, and that's what took place. You're now trying to reframe this as Sojaboy has no loyalty to you because the day after he betrayed you and went to see this girl, and you're not ready for it. Well, you should be ready for it, because you said 2 years ago you knew he was going to have to marry someone else to have kids, and here it is. You've had 2 years to get ready for it. But guys, I'll tell you one thing, if she has 50 years to get ready for it, she will never be ready. Kim's extremely jealous, even just in a normal relationship. And just how she's going to cope with this polygamous marriage, I have no idea. In fact, I do have an idea. She won't. And then Kim pulled him upon the fact that he'd taken his ring off, and he later admitted to production that he actually did so Faraday wouldn't smell a rat. He tells us he didn't want the drama. People that say I don't want the drama are always the people that cause the bloody drama, and that's you, Sojaboy. But what makes me laugh is that he completely disobeyed Kim's orders not to take off the ring. Oh, Kim, don't you know that you have all the authority of the do not tumble dry label? Nobody listens to you. And then one of the funniest passages of all time, one of the funniest things I've ever heard Kim say. She said, since I've been here, Sojaboy, I've been very graceful, I've been very respectful. And she finished off by saying, I've also been very unselfish. Kim, start trying to work out the meanings of words and then only say the words that apply to you. That might be a good idea for the remainder of your life. God, you couldn't make it up. Graceful. Kim, do you even know there's such a thing? And so Kim then tells production there's no more sacrifices Kim can do. I believe I deserve the mum's blessing for allowing Sojaboy to go and see his, proposed other wife. Okay, Kim, if you say so. And so the final time that we see this couple this week, they've been commanded to an emergency meeting with Sojaboy's mum and Mohammed, his brother. His mum asks him about Faraday, and he says, well, she's okay, but I have to get to know her. and then they whip out a contract. And basically it's some kind of a marriage contract. Perhaps it was written up by the same solicitor who wrote Shaeeda's prenup. I don't know. But anyway, on it pretty much said that she can be the first wife as long as Sojaboy goes home, I think, every 3 months. And also she can't make a claim on any of his properties, and she has to allow him to marry someone to have kids with in the future. She of course agrees, and there's much rejoicing all around. For these two star-crossed lovers finally are going to be able to get married. Finally, they've received the blessing. And Kim and Usman high-five each other and they hug each other, and Kim says she's won. Guys, Kim's the kind of idiot to claim a winning lottery ticket with no matching numbers. What is it you've won, Kim? Pray do tell. The opportunity to play for a freeloader whilst he's in America? But guys, you didn't think there was going to be a happy ending, did you? Of course there isn't. Because of course we see the trailer for next week, and guess what? The couple are FaceTiming Kim's immigration lawyer, and when she finds out that Sojaboy intends on marrying another after Kim, she said no, he'll lose his green card if he has a polygamous marriage. And poor little Kim looks crestfallen. Who knows what they're going to do, guys? Maybe they'll just move to Salt Lake City. And that's where we end things for this week. So what does the Ebird make to all of this? Well, I could see it coming, just as with baby goat Lisa before. His mum puts up a good fight, but you always knew she was going to crumble. I think that Sojaboy is the main money earner in that family. I've been having a look at his cameo of late. And guys, for a business video, he charges £425. For a personalised video, £43. And for a live video call, £128. And he's got over 800 reviews. That's not bookings, guys. That's reviews. So he's probably done at least double that amount in actual bookings. So I think a conservative estimate would be he's earned about £70,000 or £80,000 from just cameo alone. And this leads me to the not unreasonable conclusion that he's the biggest money earner in that family. And Sojaboy gives it all the chat about, I have to do what my mum says. Pretty much everybody has to do what Sojaboy says. Anyway, that aside, Kim is sleepwalking into just the kind of relationship she's had previously. One characterised by misery and worry. Every time he goes back to Nigeria, she's going to worry, will he ever come back? What's he doing with his other wife and kids? And I think everybody noticed the way he looked at this new woman is a way that he's never looked at Kim. Not for the whole of their relationship. I don't know, guys, it's a big mess. It would have been better for Kim if his mum had said, absolutely no way, second wife will jog on, and Kim would have just jogged on and found someone in the States. But of course, Kim never wants to do anything normally. She likes the limelight, you see. And this, yet again, will be her downfall. So guys, let me know what you think to all of this. And if anyone's got the inside scoop on these polygamous marriages, please let me know. I thought it was actually legal in America in certain states. So I kind of assumed that they'd already checked that out. And there is another angle. I do know that Muslims can have kind of a Muslim wedding, which isn't kind of valid in the UK. And I'm not sure about America, but it's not valid here. And so Muslims that have plural marriages over here have one wedding which is legally recognised in the UK, and then just have 2 or 3 other weddings which are Muslim weddings. So maybe that's what Sojaboy will do. But guys, I'd love to hear what you think in comments down below. And I'm going to get on with my next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you soon. You've been listening to Ebird Online, and I bid you good day.